This is going to be the test to see how my camera handles bright pink lipstick. Hey guys, it's Sam, and today I'm doing a quick graphic novel haul. Some of you might know if you watched my March wrap-up that I was in a huge reading slump the end of March / the beginning of this month. I just could not get out of it. I didn't know what it was. I was reading a book that I think now was causing it, but I'll talk about that later in the month in my wrap-up, and I was just not having a good time. So I was heading into Philadelphia. For those of you that do know, I live kind of in the area, and there's a comic book store that I really like there, so I thought, you know what? I want to buy some graphic novels. And usually I wouldn't do that. Usually I'm like, oh, I can get it cheaper on Amazon. But with comic book stores, I really like to support a good comic book store. And I love this one. So I decided to pick up some graphic novels. And I got a nice little stack. The first book that I picked up was In Real Life by Cory Doctorow and Jen Wang. And this is about a girl who is kind of a geeky girl. She's not super popular. She's really into like Dungeons and Dragons and video games and stuff like that. And she becomes a part of a video game that's like an MMO, kind of like World of Warcraft or League of Legends. And kind of gets sucked into this world and then kind of discovers some things about the inner workings of this world and how this world works with the real world and stuff like that. And it's a really good book for gamers. I've already read this one and I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up, but it's a very good introduction to graphic novels. It's very cute. The art style is very similar to how it is right here, so what you see on the cover is what you get, which typically isn't what you get in normal graphic novels. So that's kind of nice, cutesy art style. Very adorable. I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up. And the next one that I picked up was Ms. Marvel Volume 1 No Normal. This is the first volume in the reboot of Ms. Marvel. I have never followed Ms. Marvel or anything. I've just heard really amazing things about this one. The main character in here is a Pakistani-American Muslim girl. So, diversity, finally. And it's very interesting. Obviously, like I said, I'm not going to talk about it much, but I do have some questions for you guys who are graphic novel, comic book people. I kind of want to read about the girl who's now Captain Marvel. So, if you guys have any recommendations for graphic novels I can pick up for her, so I kind of know more about the Ms. Marvel backstory in general, that would be really awesome. So leave them in the comments below, because I looked it up on Google and stuff, and it's kind of like you have to go back to like the 60s, and I really don't want to do that. I want to just like read the more recent incarnations of the previous Ms. Marvel. I'm also going to read the Captain Marvels too, so keep your eye out for that one if you're like a Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel fan. So again, I don't really want to talk about this. It's a reboot. The main character in here gets powers in a way, and she becomes like the new Ms. Marvel. So it's a new origin story. So if you, like me, don't know anything about Ms. Marvel, you could pick this one up and just go and not even go back to the old Ms. Marvels. I want to because I'm curious, because I like lady superheroes, but you don't have to. This is a brand new reboot. I think the next one's already out, the next volume, so I do plan on picking that one up soon. The next one that I picked up was The Fade Out Act 1 by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And this one sounds really interesting to me. It is like a film noir graphic novel. So the art is very like film noir-y, and the coloring and stuff, and it's about that kind of time period, and there's a rising film noir starlet who's gone missing, and there's a guy that just came back from the war that's having like PTSD, and there's just a lot of things happening. So it's a darker, little more twisty, little more thriller-y almost, which I don't read a lot of that genre at all. I love film noir, but I don't read like mystery thrillers or anything. So I thought this would be a nice little break from like the superhero kind of fantastical stuff that I typically read with graphic novels. This is a more kind of, I don't know, dark and twisty-ish graphic novel, and I haven't read this one yet, but I'm really interested to see how it goes. The next one that I picked up was Rat Queens Volume 1, Sass and Sorcery, and this is by Curtis J. Weeb and Rock Upchurch, I guess? But I've heard a lot of amazing things about this one. Emily Jean loves it from Emily Jean, and a bunch of other people, I can't even name all of them. But this is supposed to be just like fantasy world with kick-butt ladies all fighting monsters, basically. Which, like, yes. Why have I not picked this up sooner? Like, yes. So it's supposed to have just like a ton of lady characters and be really amazing and have a lot of diversity and just be awesome. So I am really looking forward to this one as well, and it comes very highly recommended to me, so it's very exciting. Also, I really like the colors in here. They're very bright, and there's just like different, yeah, it's bright. I like the bright colors in graphic novels. Like, I don't really like a ton of the muddy colors. I like the very bright, fantastical colors. Speaking of bright colors, I picked up The Wicked and the Divine, the Faust Act by Gillen, McVelly, Wilson, and Coles, whatever. And this is another one that's going around BookTube a lot, and I've had my eye on it since, I think, last year sometime. I've really wanted to pick this one up. This is about gods who basically come to Earth every so often and only live for a few years, and while they're here, they are like superstars, basically. Like, everyone loves them, and they are really important, like, social figures, and yeah, as you would expect gods to be, right? But again, real bright, real pretty. I'm so excited. I've heard mixed things about this. Some people really love it, some people really hate it. I feel like I'm gonna love it. We shall see. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the majority of the books that I picked up were actually from Image Comics. So I definitely have a favorite comic book publisher. I love Saga, which is from Image. All these are from Image, so Image is really doing a very good job in graphic novels these days. So that is it for my graphic novel haul. Comment down below, let me know if there's any of your favorites that you think I should pick up as far as, like, you know, the bright colors and a lot of the fantasy type stuff, any kind of superheroes that I want to pick up. I really want to get into Black Widow, and I am reading the New 52 Wonder Womans. I just haven't really gotten through them yet, but I am collecting those as well. So if you have any other recommendations besides those, let me know. Let me know about the former Miss Marvel too, so I can pick some of her up. I would really appreciate that. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!